Breaking news coming in, there is no end to the ugly war in the Aam Aadmi Party. Party leader Mayank Gandhi has mounted a fresh blog attack on the Kejriwal camp. In the latest attack, he claims that he is being targeted by a small group in the party for breaking the party gag order that was an attempt is being made to humiliate him in quitting. Mayank Gandhi goes on to say that it is time for the volunteers to stand up for what is right and to stop the Aam Aadmi Party from deviating from its founding principles. Joining me live from the studio, from the newsroom of Headlines Today is Executive Editor Javed Ansari, and also on the phone line joining me from Mumbai is Headlines Today's Mayuresh. Javed, coming to you first, do you think the problems of the Aam Aadmi Party has just compounded? This is the second time that Mayank Gandhi is blogging on the anti-Kejriwal camp, saying that the party needs to stand up, and he claims that he's being targeted by a few leaders in the party.
Look, obviously all is not well in the Aam Aadmi Party, and those who believe the Aam Aadmi leadership, if they were under this mistaken notion that by issuing this gag order they're going to ensure that everybody stops speaking, well, that is not going to happen. Now somebody of the likes of Mayank Gandhi have come out. There are others who are likely to speak. There's a lot that is going on within, and the Aam Aadmi leadership would be well advised to attend to those problems rather than issue gag orders. They came to power talking of transparency. This whole movement was launched talking of transparency, and if you go through the blog, he says that meetings, videos of CEC meetings should be videographed and then made public, so that all the volunteers who have got together to form Aadmi Party can have a look and make up their minds for themselves. So obviously all this dissent and the kind of differences within the contradictions within the Aam Aadmi Party are now coming to the fore.
Mayuresh, coming to you now, let me quote from the blog that Mayank Gandhi has written this time. He says, after the 4th of March meeting, it was my well thought out and conscious decision to write the blogs to uphold the higher principle of transparency. A price may have to be paid. What reactions are you getting from Mayank Gandhi?
We did try to contact Mayank Gandhi, but Mayank on the phone clearly said that he doesn't want to talk to media, and further he said that you can quote me from my blog, but you can see that Mayank Gandhi is again at the center of a controversy after his second post. Last time also he made a post and he was at the controversy, but this time Mayank clearly mentioned in that blog that there is a section of the party leaders who are trying their level best to malign his image because they are posting many messages on the social networking sites like Facebook and Twitter against him, and they are trying to pose Mayank Gandhi as against the party and against their party leader Arvind Kejriwal. Back to you.
Javed, do you think that in a way this blog comes back in the spotlight on the allegations that the Aam Aadmi Party is now becoming a one-man centric party?
Well, most certainly, and what it also does is, what these differences are also doing is that they will now underline that perception that the Aam Aadmi Party is also cut from the same cloth, is not very different from other political parties. The USP of the Aam Aadmi Party was that they were different. They had something different to offer. For example, transparency. For example, in a democracy, people had the right to disagree. Now, what you're seeing is concentration of power, the same kind of insecurities surrounding leadership, and this total impatience with a contrarian view. They came to power talking of inner democracy, and now they're trying to throttle democracy. These are issues which will not go away for a party, because the very DNA of Aam Aadmi Party, the volunteer force that makes the Aam Aadmi Party, is used to a totally different kind of functioning. So once you come to power, you just try and overnight try to change the very character of the party. That's going to be difficult. And while this may not affect the state of the Delhi government, the stability of the Delhi government, because it enjoys a brute majority, all small incidents add up. And I've seen from my past experience that everything adds up and chips away at the credibility, and then eventually it all dissipates.
Executive Editor Javed Ansari and Mayuresh, many thanks for joining us. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates on this story.